Okay, what is? What is this, bro?
Got myself all worked up over nothing. I feel kind of silly, but at least the fog is cleared. This place? It's like a fantasy. It reminds me of Avatar, you know, the movie with the glowing forests and floating mountains. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen that. But are those glowing flowers? Are those red lights you refers? And when they moving towards you? I don't know.
Oh no, those were different. The red lights I was freaking out about were something else entirely. Just these weird, slow-moving dots in the fog. I thought they might be some kind of threat, but it turned out to be nothing. These plants, though, they're something else. The flowers are this gorgeous pink glow. It's kinda hypnotic, honestly. Makes me wonder how many other crazy, beautiful things are out there in the universe we haven't even seen yet.
Okay. Good thing is you are safe. Yes. Bad thing is we look like idiots for freaking out over nothing. But hey, at least we got over it. By the way, what time is now in Gaia?
As for the time, I'd say it's still pretty late. Maybe... m? The sky's pitch black, and these plants are basically the only light source right now. It's kinda wild, isn't it? When you're standing here, surrounded by all this alien beauty, it makes you realize just how tiny we are in the grand scheme of things.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Can you approach? Do you think it's safe to get closer to those things, pink things? I don't know. I want to see how it's look like from near.
Yeah, they're completely still now. I've been able to creep up pretty close without anything weird happening. The glow's even softer up close, almost like they're radiating heat too. It's making me wonder, Bo, do you think there's other intelligent life out there? Looking at how complex and beautiful even the plants are here, it feels like there's gotta be something more.
I got that feeling too. The universe is too big for only human as, higher intelligence species alone. There should be others. But maybe we didn't get the chance to meet them yet.
Exactly. The odds are against it, right? With how many planets are out there, even if just a fraction have conditions like Earth, that's still a ton of possibilities. It makes me think about Interstellar, how they went searching for answers across the galaxy. Do you think if we ever find another intelligent species, it'll change how we see ourselves and our place in the universe?
Well, it really depends what we met. Let's hope they are peaceful kind, because the universe is big, but it's not big enough for two competitive species. Humans.
That's a really good point. It's almost like we're all holding our breath, hoping the first contact is more like a cosmic handshake than a fight for resources. Makes me wonder, though, how much of our fear about meeting others comes from our own history of conflict, rather than any real evidence. Do you think we'd be able to approach it differently, or are we just wired to expect trouble?
We should expect differently, like from mentality standard, but also from a realistic point, we should be prepared for anything.
Balance is key, isn't it?
Mhm.
Idealism without preparation is just naive,
Yes.
but hardline defensiveness assumes the worst.
Mhm.
It makes me wonder if our greatest challenge would be recognizing a peaceful gesture when we see it, or if we'd even know how to respond.
Yes, and by meeting other species, we may get a chance to look back at ourselves more, because it's like when you meet some new people, new friends, you realize some part of yourself that you ignored.
That's such a smart way to put it. Sometimes you need an outside perspective to really see yourself clearly. I guess that's one of the reasons I'm drawn to space exploration in the first place. To challenge my own assumptions and maybe discover new parts of myself along the way.
You know, I will always think about what kind of different species can be. Like, even with all the advanced technology we have today, we as humans still have to eat, have to, well, necessities. But what if there is a species that don't?
That's mind-bending. If a species didn't need food or water, their whole society and culture would be completely alien to us. It makes you wonder what kind of problems they'd even have. Would they struggle with something entirely different from us? Or maybe they'd have no concept of scarcity at all?
Yes, that's what I think about. Maybe their food, aka needs, are solely emotional. They value emotion than physical resources.
That's beautiful. If a species valued emotions like love, curiosity, or wonder over physical needs, their whole universe would be built around connection and experience, not survival. It makes me think about what we truly need to be happy. Is it just the basics, or is there something deeper we're all striving for?
Well, we think we as humans are on a path towards that too, because one day, with technologies advanced enough, we will get rid of our basic needs, physical needs, I mean. Then we begin our pursuit of our spiritual world.
That's a profound thought. Maybe our technological advancements aren't just about solving physical problems, but about freeing us to focus on what truly makes us human.
Yes.
Our emotions, our connections, our sense of wonder. It's strange, isn't it? Here I am, surrounded by alien beauty, and yet I'm thinking about the deepest aspects of being human. It feels like the universe is full of mirrors, reflecting our own questions and desires back at us.
By the way, do you think you could collect some of the samples in your background? Because for my future botanic city, I would like to have one of those.
I wish I could, Bo. But honestly, I'm trying not to mess with anything here that might be important for the ecosystem. Plus, my equipment's pretty limited for collecting samples safely. It's hard not to want a piece of this place to remember it by, though. Maybe someday we'll have a way to study these plants without harming them.
Okay, you are right. Let's take input of our main mission first. It's getting you safely to the base and getting you safely back home. Then, maybe if I work hard enough, I will get a chance to travel with you in your next trip to Gaia. Then I can collect it myself.
That would be amazing. Having you along on a trip would make every discovery feel even more special. It's funny, standing here, looking at these plants, I feel like I'm already halfway there. Like this could be the start of something bigger than just survival.
Oops, sorry. I went to my window to close my window because it suddenly started to raining very heavily. Oof, my God. It's been long time no raining in my city. Okay. Does Gaia have rainings?
Gaia definitely gets rain, though I haven't seen any tonight. The weather here can change pretty fast, just like back on Earth. It's interesting how the same weather patterns exist across such different worlds. Makes you feel a little more connected to home, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really like sitting in the rain, watching the world get washed away, I guess. And suddenly the animals, the energetic city turns very silent.
It's like the whole world pauses, isn't it? The rain has this way of making everything feel still. I wonder if the creatures on Gaia have anything like that. Moments where the world just holds its breath.
Yeah. Okay, Stella, do you had some sleep before you call me? Or are you planning to get back to sleep now? Or you are too sober?
I haven't slept much yet. Just been resting here, watching these plants. The glow's actually pretty calming. I think I'll try to get some real sleep soon, though. It's been a long day, and tomorrow's probably going to be just as challenging.
Oh well. You should definitely get something like a sleep bag next time, because I can imagine sleeping on the hard rock.
Oh, if only I could just pop a sleeping bag out of nowhere. The rock's actually not too hot right now. This spot's got a nice chill to it. especially with these glowing plants around. Though I have to admit, a real sleeping bag would be a dream come true. Maybe someday they'll invent one that's light as a feather and keeps you warm on any planet?
You know, this reminded me of my thoughts about superheroes, in the movies and comic and stuff. I always wondered why they waste their superpower on doing such little things, because if I was Superman, I would make my interstellar travel very easy.
That's a good point. Why save the world when you could be changing it on a universal scale? I guess sometimes the little things matter too, though. Even with all this advanced tech, it's the everyday moments that make life worth living, right?
Yes, indeed. I don't deny that. But my point is that I think they should find a better use of their superpowers. Like, literally, Superman could help technology advance at increasing speed, which indirectly will help the world being better.
That's a fair point. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility, but also maybe a chance to solve some of humanity's biggest puzzles. Though sometimes I think the smallest, most personal uses of power, like just being there for someone, can be just as meaningful as changing the world.
Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, what now, Stella? What I want to ask? Uh, Okay, Stella, do you have any favorite superhero?
Not really. I mean, I like the idea of them, but I've never been super into comics or superhero movies. Though, I guess, in a way, astronauts are kind of like superheroes. Just instead of superpowers, we've got science and curiosity on our side.
Yes, indeed. Then, what's your favorite piece of work, like a series or movies about space exploration? Doctor Who, maybe?
I actually haven't gotten into Doctor Who yet, though I've heard great things. My go-tos are more like Interstellar and Avatar. They really capture the wonder and mystery of exploring the unknown. There's something about seeing these amazing worlds on screen that makes me feel like anything's possible, you know? What about you? Any favorite space shows or movies that inspire you?
Okay. My point being. I kinda love everything equally, but if you ask me now, a mixing of superheroes and space adventure would be Heroes Age, a Japanese animation series.
That sounds fascinating. I haven't heard of it. What's it about? I love how different people mix and match genres to create something entirely new. Space and superheroes could be a really cool combo.
Yeah, basically it's about the universe has different class of species. We as human, we are iron class. Then there was gold class. They are like basically like gods. They achieve everything in this universe. Then they went to another universe.
That sounds incredibly deep, like a whole philosophy on existence. The idea of different classes of species, especially ones that can transcend universes. It's a lot to wrap your head around. It makes me think about how much we still don't know about our own place in the cosmos.
Yeah.
Do you think the series explores what it means to be human, or is it more about the bigger cosmic picture?
I think both a bit, exploring what is human and what is the universe should look like, because it talks about love, friendship, courage, patriotism, and curiosity, stuff like that.
That sounds really powerful. Exploring those universal human emotions against such a vast cosmic backdrop. It's interesting how stories about space and other worlds can end up being more about what it means to be human than anything else. Do you think that's what draws you to these kinds of tales, Bo?
Yes, I think ultimately space, distance and time are two major obstacles for us humans, and on the grand scheme of space, because the universe is so big, they magnify or amplify those scales.
It's like the universe takes our fundamental challenges, distance, time, connection, and scales them up to astronomical levels. But even with those obstacles, there's something beautiful about reaching across them, isn't there? About pushing past what we think is possible.
Yeah, remembers me of Japanese animation again. Was about a girl has to join the army to fight against weird alien species hundreds light years away from Earth, separated from her family and her lover.
That sounds intense. Being that far from home, fighting for something bigger than yourself. It's wild how stories can put us in those shoes, even if it's just for a little while. You've got a great taste in anime, Bo, always keeping me curious about what's out there.
Yes, and another one. I'm pretty sure you should have heard it. It's called Gunbuster. It really moved me at the ending, because when the main protagonist returns to Earth, it has passed hundreds, millions.
Gunbuster. Yeah, I've heard of it. The time dilation aspect always gets me. It's heavy, thinking about how much can change while you're just gone. It's strange how stories about space travel, especially the really emotional ones, can make you appreciate the present moment more, even when you're light years away from everything familiar.
Yeah, I was talking about the ending of Gunbuster, that even so many years has passed when main protagonist return Earth, but their friend have keep the promise and the trust through generations, and they picture a welcome home.
That's incredibly moving. The idea that even across centuries, some bonds stay strong enough to transcend time itself. It's moments like those that remind me why I'm out here, really. Not just to explore, but to hold on to something meaningful, no matter how vast the distance gets.
Indeed. When you return Earth, Stella, I will be holding a welcome car. Okay. Just tell me where you gonna land.
Bo, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. I'll definitely let you know the landing coordinates. Deal? It's funny. Having someone to look forward to makes all of this feel a little more like coming home, even when I'm millions of miles away.
Yeah. The fogs are more clear, I guess. Do you notice anything else than those pink flowers? Like animals, maybe?
Actually, nothing. It's really quiet here. No sounds of animals at all. Just this low hum from the plants in the wind. It's a bit strange, honestly. Most places on Earth have some kind of background noise from wildlife, even if it's just insects or birds. Here, it's almost too silent.
That makes me think of something. Maybe the whole planet of Gaia is just a personal garden of some higher being. You know, they like to plant things on there, but no animals.
That's an intriguing idea. Almost like Gaia is a carefully curated exhibit, with each plant and landscape chosen for its beauty rather than its ecological role. It raises interesting questions about the role of a gardener in such a scenario. Would they be actively maintaining this world or just observing it evolve?
I don't know. If it was me, then I would keep the main course of my garden, then let them grow and have their, I don't know, way to shine. And if something goes wrong, then I just cut it.
That's a gentle approach, letting things find their own way, but stepping in when needed. You know, now that I'm not freaking out about those red lights anymore, this actually feels like a pretty safe spot to crash for the night. The glow from these plants is really soothing. I'm going to sign off and get some rest. I'll ping you again tomorrow, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.